Hi, welcome to the surprise stream. Yeah, I was like, I promised the people on Twitter, on the VOD channel, and I was like, and just the majority of you that I was gonna stream basically I was like, at least one time. I was like, at least one more time today on Thursday. Now, I was like, and the reason being, I was like, I had stuff to do, things were just out of my control, and I figured, at first it was gonna be Xenoverse, but I didn't know what to do on, I was like, on Xenoverse, because Xenoverse, it's a lot of grinding, and there's almost, I was like, even with like the new update, I guess they could have done some PvP, but I wanted to like get some more, I was like, get some more moves for like some PvP. There's like a couple moves I was trying to get, so you know what, I was like, so I am planning to do a Xenoverse 2 stream, Xenoverse 2 stream very soon, so stick around for that. Gives you a reason to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching this on the VOD channel, and watch me live doing it here on twitch.tv/orangetheartist. So, okay, you should probably get to that. Oh, and the Twitter. I was like, Twitter. Yeah, at White Orange. I post all my updates there. I was like, as I do. Anyway, so I was like, anyway, for now, I felt like just doing some good old I was like, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. I just felt like in the mood. I was like, dude, to just play some good old Yu-Gi-Oh! And take and take a bit of a break from all the Xenoverse stuff as I doing off screen. By the way, you know, speaking of Dragon Ball, I did in fact catch up with the Dragon Ball Super manga. Of course, after stuff with the gas and Black Frieza, it just takes you over to the Dragon Ball superhero move stuff, because of course they were going to incorporate that into a manga, because why not? I personally would like to have read. It's not even finished. I still have to wait for a whole other chapter to come. A whole other chapter to come out, and then I'm currently caught up with it right now. And now moved on to another. I was like, a whole other manga all together. That's surprisingly not Dragon Ball related, because I just been nonstop been talking about Dragon Ball stuff. Maybe I should read the Yugi. Maybe I should. Part of me wants to read like the Yugi. I was like, some of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. I was like, manga, because I have access to that. I have access to that, GX, 5Ds, Zexal. I'm quite curious how. I was like, I'm actually quite curious how that's gonna go. But today we are continuing characters if they have modern decks. Again, in case you haven't seen the last VOD when I did this, which, by the way, you guys are nuts. 138 views, and I was like, what? Just wow, you guys are amazing. All right, I was like, all right. I was like, just keep giving me the likes. Give me, you know, while on the topic of me, I was like, on the views, that 10-hour view that 10-hour VOD, that I specifically titled "The Android Saga is Too Long." How the fuck did 500 of you? Oh, I was like, damn nearly 600 of you watch that. I wanted. Is this real? Is this real? Like, do you guys really bench through a whole almost 11 hour video? I assure you, I don't think that's the case, but if you did, dear God, thanks, but also go outside, please. This is. I'm kidding. I was like, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I appreciate you guys watching my VODs. I appreciate it. Anyway, I was like, anyway, I just wanted to get that get out of the way. Thank you guys for the support. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I already did that. Anyway, let's just go into the decks. All right, shall we? So again, the last VOD, I did Kaiba's and I did no, sorry, wrong Yugi. I did Atem's modern deck, aka Yugi Atem, and I did Kaiba's modern deck. Now I got two more to do. Now I got two more, which we're gonna play both of them in you seem to be offline. What do you mean I didn't seem to be offline? What do you mean? You know, it is raining. Oh great, it's weak at the moment. Great, do I really have to restart this? Please tell me I don't. Please tell me I don't. I am doing this live, I am, but please, damn, please. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm experiencing some bit issues here, but that just means we need to get into gear. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I should be good. For now. Hopefully. Alright, so alright, so you know, since we started with Yugi /Atem first video, let's start with let's just go ahead and explain Yugi's modern deck, aka Yugi Muto. Alright, so what I've built here is what I would think Yugi Muto, not the Pharaoh, specifically Yugi Muto. This is how I would think he would build his overall modern deck. All right, now now when it comes to Yugi Muto and the Pharaoh, they have similar tastes. Like this man, this kid would definitely play Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl and all the other. And the old classic Dark Magician gimmicks here. This is what I would believe to be like a worse version of a Dark Magician deck if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Considering that Atem and Yugi shared a body. I see Atem using using cards that would definitely fit more into the Dark Magician. But considering that Yugi, it was between this or a Silent Swordsman / Silent Magician type build, and I think and I personally thought that maybe he would have a little bit more diversity. So not only did I just go with Dark Magician, I just decided to just plop in some Dark Magician girls in here, considering I was using reference in the Dark Side Dimensions movie where he played a couple of the Dark Magician girls and a little bit of the guy. Gaia archetype. Other than that, it's a really terrible version of Dark Magician to a certain degree. I'm going to be flat out honest with you. I am not confident with this deck whatsoever. I think we're going to lose a lot with this. With this version of the deck. And considering that we were playing Yugi Muto, I just throw in a single copy of this version of Gandora. Giga Ray's Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction. I would put in Gandora X, but that card is banned for reasons. It's very unfortunate that I couldn't play. I just simply could not play this. It was either this or normal Gandora, but I didn't feel like playing normal Gandora, so we're playing this Gandora instead. So I was like, so you have basically your Dark Magician girl plays. You have some plays with like your, I was like with like your normal Dark Magician. You have like plays for your, I was like with your Gaia the Fierce Knights and all their fusions. I was like, considering that Yugi is somewhat similar to the Pharaoh himself, he would use a lot of the same gimmicks as the Pharaoh, like Super Poly and the Garuru and Mud Dragon. But in this case, the extra deck is is slightly different. Like I said, we're incorporating more into like the Gaia tech into it. You would definitely probably use this version along with this version of Gaia. Of like Dark Magician mixed fused in with Gaia. He would absolutely use Quintet Magicians because technically I see Yugi absolutely still use some spellcasters. A bit more spellcasters than and like less fiends. Quite possibly. He was using less fiends when it came when it came to that. I was like, looking at this deck now, since I built it, there were some things I definitely want. I would change about. Technically, I would go full Dark Magician, and Yugi, I feel like Yugi would slightly nerf himself and not go into full Dark Magician. If that makes sense, see. To you. Because, Yugi's growing as a duelist. I still think you would play Silent Magician. Silent Magician girl. And I would be playing Silent Swordsman as well, but I couldn't just... I just couldn't fit it into the deck. It was either that or the Dark Magician girls. And the Dark Magician girls were just... were way easier craft. Way easier to craft. So... this is what we're pretty much working with here, extra deck wise. Chaos Angel. Considering that, again, he also used fiends at one point. I mean, he shared a body with with the Pharaoh, so I think he would also play fiends, and that's the only reason Chaos Angel is even in the deck. He would definitely use the Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. If you wanted to, and then just similar exceeds. Just very similar exceeds overall with. When it comes to this. Alright. I'm still gonna be real with you. Out of one of the decks that we're gonna be playing today, I am less confident with this. This one, ironically, I'm a little bit more confident with. Confident with, and that's Joey's modern deck. Now, Joey's a lot more straightforward. As you know, I am Team Red Eyes. I like Red Eyes. Red Eyes Black Dragon is overall my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster in all of Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright? And there are a lot of cool cool monsters. I like this card more than Blue Eyes. If you can believe. If you can believe it. So making a Red Eyes deck is something I feel like Joey would do if he had the opportunity. Opportunity. But he would definitely do it in a very dumb way. Considering that there was one character that ironically is not in the OG series that utilized Red Eyes a bit better to me. And that's Night Shroud. So I'm gonna just pretend that Joey took some Red Eyes players' advice and was like, hey, how do I make a good Red Eyes deck? To be fair, you would absolutely just be like, hey, Yugs, you don't have any idea how to make my Red Eyes stronger? Oh, well, Joey. Add this, add this, add this, and definitely add this. It's Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. He would probably just pull this out of a pack or something. It was like somewhere with a bunch of other red ice cards. He was like, "Oh, sweet Yugs." Why do I do that? I feel like I do that voice too well. Well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't do that well. Anyway, so I was like, so yeah, I'm just gonna say he just crammed in a bunch of random red ice cards and then called it good. But I was like, but I made it in a way where I think I can make this a little bit it's like playable. Now in the spirit of Joey, you would have. I was like, now in the spirit of Joey, he would have. I was like personally, I don't think Joey would actually play Ash Blossom, believe it or not. I was like the one thing I want to change here is Ash Blossom. I'm gonna be 100%. I was like 100% real with you. Joey would not play 3 Ash Blossoms. That's just not how it was gonna be. I threw it in there and forgot to take it out. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, in some universe, I think you'd be like, nah, I don't want to use Ash Blossom. I'm gonna use something complete. It's like just completely different. Like I think I had the forbidden draw plate or something. Was it or something? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out actually right. I was like, right now, there's not a lot of whole discard ability here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do. I was like, I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna throw in 1 max C and like, I think Time Wizard. There we go. Yep, there it is. Where's my Time Wizard? I was like, I'm throwing Time Wizard in here for the main for the simple reason that, let's be honest here, Joey would absolutely throw Time Wizard in there. I was like, in here. With like every single deck that he's built. Time Wizard is just, where is Time Wizard? See, I knew I had Time Wizard. Oh, and there's also Time Wizard plus 1 effect monster. Well, it'd be just rude for me not to actually play. Unless I play that. Absolutely. Oh, and we got a Glossy too? Well, damn. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Let's like this. Take this guy out. There we go. There we go. Now the problem is, I don't know how we're summoning this. I honestly don't know how we're summoning this. Well, I was like, well, in true Joey fashion, we're gonna go ahead and just take out. Actually, you know, in true Joey fashion, he's not gonna stick to 40. I was like, to literal 40 cards. It's gonna be 41 cards, just to be even. I was like, just to be like obnoxious about it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna be 40. I was like, yeah, it's just gonna be like 40 card. I was like, 41 cards. I was like, he's not even running a super poly. He's just running a normal polymerization. I was like, polymerization, just so he can get. I was like, get the monsters out. And I was like, no way to search it whatsoever. No way to search it. In actuality, that's how insane it is. It is. Alright, so let me just give you the rundown here, now that I made that quick adjustment. Nah, I'll be fine. No. I was like, so, the first idea that I had around this deck is that initially was like, you know, Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight, he used gear. I was like, he used Gearfried, and Joey is also kind of stupid in a sense, considering that he uses not only just Gearfried, but like Phoenix Gearfried, and Phoenix Gearfried is a Gemini monster. And you noticed I kind of just stuck with a theme here. Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. This is really only in here just because it has symmetry with Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, and the fact that you can easily just get this out with like Return of Red Eyes. Joey would just have this in here as like a reminder of like his and Yugi's bond, considering that it's like a Red Eyes monster anyway. And I was like, in just that moment where he like used Black Skull Dragon at one point in his life to help up. I was like, to pretty much help win games, and that's why he's like playing cards like Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, Meteor Black Comic Dragon is also just here because Joey would absolutely play Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact. The joke here is that Gemini monsters act as normal monsters. And the only way you can actually use their effects is two ways. One being a loop, of sorts. All right, they can't activate their effects unless they're tribute summoned. Yeah. So Phoenix Gearfried's effect, or Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact, or Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. All of these effects, can't use them unless you tribute them. However, you can send these monsters to the graveyard and get them out with like Return of Red Eyes, and then next turn you'll be able to utilize a lot of their effects. At least I'm hoping I'm thinking that more correctly. I hope. Now, like I said, alright. He would absolutely use Time Wizard. Time Wizard in Joey's mindset is like the best possible board wipe imaginable. And in case he doesn't want to risk it, he just used polymerization by getting out Predaplant Anaconda. And Predaplant Anaconda, I'm just gonna be real with you. Red Eyes Fusion, even though it is my opinion the most badass fusion card art design in all of Yu-Gi-Oh, this card sucks. It needs to be errata to make more, be more like branded fusion. That's just my opinion. But but this card sucks. You can either not use it and continue to special summon a lot, and not use this card anymore because you special summoned, or tribute summoned, or just normal summoned in general, or you could just use the blasted card and be screwed for the whole turn altogether. So basically just like Anaconda's in there just to help you get that extra summon capability with Red Eyes Fusion, because you know, Joey may be an idiot, but I think but he'd be an idiot to actually know the combo, with the one card combo with Red Eyes with Black Metal Dragon. Be like Black Metal Dragon, then you go, then you link it away into Striker Dragon, then you don't use anything, you don't use Striker Dragon in any way, shape, or form, you just use it as fodder, for your Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, that you either search from your hand, or you already had this in your hand to begin with, the search being your Black Metal, and you use Darkness Metal's effect to get out this, and maybe that sounds a little bit too complicated. I'm just gonna, say for my sake, Joey would do this. I'm just picturing right now, Yugi and Joey are just literally just in the classroom, just like, all right, Joey. So I'm gonna go over this one more time. You get black metal dragon. I was like, you normal summon it, then you lick it away with striker dragon, and then through his search, you can get Red Eye's darkness metal out to then banish your striker dragon to get metal out, and then metal will use his effect to get into black metal dragon, and then you link those two away to get out Plant Verte Anaconda. Wow, this is very complicated. I know, Joey. That's why we're repeating it. And you're still dreaming. Wait, what? I'm just kidding. Anyway. I was like, anyway, you get the joke. I was like, just here. That combo is in this deck. Now, I was like, now let's just say you don't really have any options. Like, this is I was like, you don't really have that many options. This is also a good search for like your Red Eyes fusion, and also helps get out like your Red Eyes Flare metal dragon. Which of course, being Joey, he would absolutely play this card. There is no rhyme or reason he would not play this card. There are a lot of other cards I think Joey would play, like the Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, and then I'm sorry, Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, but to save up some space, somewhat space, he would absolutely play it. I was like, would absolutely like play this. This is also just extra burn damage considered. I was like, all things considered, this is also just like a good way to like get a Red Eyes monster out on the field. That's level. I was like, that's level 7 to help get out your Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, and I don't. Or actually, I think this is more of a search now that I think about it. I don't honestly remember. These are just. I was like, these are basically a search for this. I keep forgetting what this card does, actually. This card. Yeah, I figured, yeah. This card's name becomes Red Eyes Black Dragon. If your opponent special summons a monster, except during damage step, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard to special summon one Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck, except Red Eyes Soul. Okay, yeah, so this special summons a Red Eyes monster out on the field. If your opponent special summons a monster. Quick effect, you can target one. I was like, oh, and this also has a quick effect. I can target one Red Eyes Black Dragon, and inflict damage to my opponent equal to its original attack. This is basically just another way to like get another Red Eyes monster out on the field. In this case, it's either going to be like Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon or Red Eyes Black Dragon himself. That's like himself. Of all certain things. Now, I was like, now of course, I didn't just his version of like, I was like his version, I guess, with like Blacklisted Soldier and Chaos Emperor Dragon. Guilford, the Lightning. Yeah. I wonder how many people remember Guilford, the Lightning. I remember Guilford the Lightning. Possibly easily one of Joey's strongest warrior monsters that takes 3 tributes, mind you. 3 bloomin' tributes. But it destroys all. But it destroys all monsters your opponent controls. That's crazy to me, in my opinion. This is a nice other good old board wipe that Joey can have. It'll cost of 3 monsters. Yeah. So if we get reinforcement in the army, we're immediately searching Guilford the Lightning. In some way, shape, or form. Nah. And not only that, it's also reflected in his extra deck that it's not all Red Eyes. We also have Ferocious Flame Swordsman because Joey was once upon a time all about the flame swordsman, and I guess in some way, shape, or form, it's gonna help combo. I was like combo with like his Guilford, or the Red Eyes Iron Knights, and I was like in here as well, which I did put in here, and part of me is regretting not leaving 3 in here. I'm gonna put 3 in here actually. Yeah, no, I just thought. Now that I thought about it more, now he's playing 42. I was like 42 card decks, which is not. It. You can't tell me it's not very Joey. All right, it's understandably Joey, to a certain extent. Now my case for Lightning Storm when it comes to Joey, I feel like he would absolutely play this, mainly because, you know, Joey kind of has that act of like playing cards that he feels like they have a bit more potential. Like he'll think like this card is a lot more, is a lot good. It's better than most people think. And don't get me wrong, this is a good card. It's not like on par with like Ash Blossom, is what I'm trying to say. And Joey would just absolutely think, would absolutely think that, in my opinion. And you know what? That's pretty much the deck. All things considered. I put in 3 blast. I was like Blast with Chain because Fang with Chain, Blast with Chain. He played a lot of the trap cards, which is another reason why we're playing. I'm playing Red Eyes Fang with Chain. It fits the Red Eyes aesthetic, and it's just Fang with Chain, but with red. But with Red Eyes. So of course he's absolutely playing this kind of card. I put it in 1 copy though, because this, even though this card is good, it's like slow good. And like I said, Return of the Red Eyes helps out with like your Gemini. That's like your Gemini monsters for the most part. I feel like I talked out. Now, of course, like I said in the last one, Mech Knight Crusader Armor Max, I did state this feels more like a Joey card than it would be like a Yugi or Yugi's card. This is like, I guess in a way, this feels more like a Joey card, but he would absolutely play Armor Max to a certain degree. And yeah, this is pretty much the deck. All things considered, we got Time Wizard because for like the luck stat, and he just likes Time Wizard. We got the whole Red Eyes packaged here. We got Guilford the Lightning. Believe it or not, I have somewhat confidence with this, but I'm not taking any of these in ranks still. In any way, shape, or form, you cannot possibly make me. So yeah, we're just gonna get the worst one out of the way, in my humble opinion. All right, starting off with with Yugi Muto's deck to see how well this will play out here. I'm not ready. I'm straight up not ready. I'm actually afraid for my life how awful this is gonna go. My only prayer is that this somehow works out. Like hopefully, like the biggest fear with this deck is that it breaks, right? Like it just straight up breaks. Because I feel like with a deck like this, you can either get the combo pieces to get out your Dark Magician / Dark Magician girl plays, or you can get good enough pieces to get off your guy at the Fierce Knight plays. I don't know how well this is gonna go out. Go for. I sort of don't know, and that's not bad. Galloping Gaia is actually pretty. It's pretty good though, all things considered. I just wish we had like that very specific Gaia. Of any case, Illusion of Chaos could probably fix them. I was like, fix something up. We're just gonna go ahead and get Magician's Rod here. And we're just gonna return Illusion. We're gonna distribute. Should I actually keep Polly handy? No. I was like, yeah, I'll keep Super Polly handy. I definitely need Super Polly. Alright. Magician's Rod. Yeah, let's get a little Magician's Rod in here. Yeah. Yeah. Do I have Circle? I don't have Circle. Crap. Okay. Okay, Circle's really risky. I was like, Circle's really risky because not a lot of these are Dark Magician cards. I guess we're gonna get in Circle. And here's the praying we get Eternal Soul. Actually, Eternal Soul might not. I will take that. I will absolutely take that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Soul Servant. And now we'll set. And now I end my turn. Okay. I was like, okay, so far I have the Dark Magician set up, but I was like, but this is the fear I literally had with this deck. There's a difference between making like a pure Gaia, I was like a pure Gaia deck, and what does this do? It was like contract with Don that. Contract with Don that. Wait, there's a card. What do you mean you're? What do you mean you're making a contract with Don 1000? That's. Wait, is this a Numeron deck? I was like, when this card is activated, both players lose 1,000 life points, and if they do, each draw one card. All cards they are drawn while this card's effect is applied must remain revealed. While a player's spell card in their hand is revealed by this effect. I was like, that player cannot normal summon / set monsters. You can only activate one contract with Don. I didn't even know that card existed, but okay. Ow. 1 day of peace? Why is this guy playing? Oh, but he's like... Okay, so he's just... Okay. He's doing that. He's actually just straight up just like getting... This is straight up just an Exodia deck. Okay. I can confirm that he's just straight up playing a straight up Exodia deck. Luckily for me, I can see if he's like... Oh, now he decides to play 1 day apiece. Okay. Well, you know, luckily for me, I can tell if he's actually going ahead. I was like, gonna go ahead and get Exodia out. See, the thing is with Exodia decks is that you have to keep drawing and hoping you like. Ooh, Magical Mallet. Hey, are you gonna add 1 Dark Lord? Okay. Itchell? You gonna get... Oh, Nurse. And I guess Nurse stays hitting it. Oh! There's Itchell. See, I was wondering if you had... I was like, if you had Itchell. Draw 2. Pot of... Okay. Okay, now Magical Mallet. Okay. What are you gonna do? Send 4 of your cards except for the left art forbidden one, and just hope that you have like just a bunch. You draw into like a couple more Exodia pieces. Is that how we're doing this? That is how we're doing this. I can only assume. Okay, I'm gonna assume that that's also an Exodia piece. Monster Reincarnation. Bring out one of your... You're bringing out that monster. Okay. Adding that back in the hand. I'm assuming... one of them is already the Dark Lord. You're crazy. You're at... Oh, that's why you did that. Yeah, you go ahead and banish that. So now he has 2, possibly 3 pieces of Exodia. Unless that's another dark monster he can just throw away. Ooh, that better not been like a piece of Exodia. Yeah. See, that's the problem with Exodia decks there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and change this deck real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna look. The guy idea sounded like a neat idea at the time. I straight up can't, man. I just can't. Like, I can't. I just can't. I cannot. I'm keeping this though. I'm keeping some of this though. This though. Maybe not this because it's a warrior. I was like, this is the main reason why I just want to do. I was like, do a whole Gaia engine a little bit just for this card. Oh, literally just for this card in general. Just this card. I think I can still... No, I can't. Never mind. Sorry, you have to go too. You'll have to go, I'm sorry. However, I can play the Silent Magician. I was like, more effectively now. And... I was like, and... What's this card do? If this card normal summon, you can add 1 Silent Swordsman level 3 or Silent Magician level 4 from your deck to your hand during either player's turn. When a spell slash card is activated, that targets exactly 1 monster you control and no other cards, you can negate that. This card's effect. Wait, so does this card search out? Oh, this card searches out Silent Magician level 4. There's no reason to play this card. That's why I'm just realizing. Okay, well, magician. Okay, well, back to the magicians. Good old magicians. Good old magician for the most part. Okay, so the only reason I'm switching this deck is because I was already going into this pretty unconfident. So yeah, that's basically my excuse. Let's run 2 of... I was like, let's just go ahead and run 2 of you. 3 of you as well. Well, that should be fine. And I was like, and now give me... Should I just run a little bit of Silent Swordsman? I guess. Silent Swordsman. That does... Maybe I could relay that, now that I think about it. Silent Swordsman. Level 4. Must be special summoned from your hand by tributing 1 warrior type monster and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn during the standby phase, this card gains 500 attack. Once turn during either player's turn. And see, the problem here is I'm not playing very many warrior monsters. That's the problem here. If I'm gonna be playing warrior monsters, I'm most likely gonna just end up playing this, and that's just no bueno. Unaffected player points. Can affect. Add 1. one. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go on and I was like all in on the. Oh, dismantle. There we go. I was like, I'm gonna play 2 of those just to combo with the. I was like with the Silent Magicians. Now, this. I was like, now this, you, Gaia. Sorry, Gandora. Gandora. I'm gonna play 2 Gandorans. I was like, instead. And... let's see here. Decisions. Okay. Okay, I'm actually just taking... I'm gonna take in 1. And instead... Dark Magician. Perfect. Alright. I was like, alright, so now this is the new... I was like, so this is the new and improved version of like the dark... I was like, of like the Dark Magician deck to a... Excuse me, to a certain extent. Now then. I was like, now then, real quick. We need to just go ahead and work more on the extra deck by the looks of it, because that's not looking too great. I already know what I'm gonna play. Unless I play, actually. Oh, crap. I just realized. I was like, okay, already I just realized I don't have enough for Gold Sarcophagus. Gold Sarcophagus, Yugi would absolutely play in this deck. For reasons. Yeah, I can't craft it. And that's very unfortunate that I can't craft it. I don't have enough ultra materials. Well, okay. I was like, well, you know what to say. You get make do what you make do. Alright, now that... I was like, alright, you know, that's good. You know what I just realized? I'm unable to summon... I was like, I'm unable to summon Dark Cavalry. Because I don't have a warrior. This deck is flawed because... Okay, you know what? Whatever. Guess we have room. Yay. Alright, I was like, alright, so now we have 2 attack targets with like Secret of Dark Arts. You can either get out Quantet Magician or the Dark Magicians. Or we can get... I was like, or with like Super Poly we can get out Gross... I was like, the Gross Monster, which if you know Yugi just in general, he played Gross Monsters. And Gurura because it reminds me of that Chimera Monster that he played once upon a time. Alright, so we have like 2... It was like 2 open spot monsters. What are we putting in here? was like, well, I believe I'm just gonna go ahead and put in Masquerena. Because Masquerena is just one of those generic cards you would put in. Absolutely. And you know what? Just because there's no way in hell I was like, you're gonna be able to like put this in. But the chances of you summoning this, I feel like Yugi Muto, in honor of his best friend, he would absolutely play Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. For the simple factor that Red Eyes symbolizes his literal, like, he would just have this deck. I was like, he would just instantly just have this in his deck. You know, Joey, his quote-unquote best friend. And, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna just be straight with you. This is like, I was like, now, like I said, here's the actual proof that I don't have gold. I was like, gold sarcophagus available to me. It's uncrafted. See, there's the proof. I can't craft this. I wish I could, but I can't. I don't have I don't have an extra 30. I was like 30 I was like laying around. So yeah, he would definitely play this alongside Monster Reborn. I was like alongside like Monster Reborn, but considering that I have Monster Reborn, but not this, like this is the best I can come up with. A hybrid of like Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girls, along with like the Silent Magician, because Yugi has in fact played Silent Magician. I was like, if we were just like building a slightly bigger deck, you'd probably be playing. I was like playing somewhat of like a Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman. No, it's gonna be like Dark Magician Girls with like Dark Magicians, and I was like splash of Silent Magician with a splash of like, I was like Gandora, the Dragon of Dragon of Destruction, and aka Yugi's actual ace monster. So now that I got all that. Ooh, okay, well now I have to go back. I have to go back in time for the evil, which is a coup. All right. It's just going to straight up bug me if I don't fix this. There we go. All is right in the world now. All is in fact right in the world. I'm out. Now I'm actually way more confident with this deck than I am with the strength. It's like the Dark Magician Gaia mess I was trying to pull off, or it was like earlier. I was like, don't worry. At the end of the VOD, I'm definitely gonna like re-explain why I did what I did with like these decks. I was like, in all fairness, I think these ones I threw together just as like a base and didn't bother touching them, and I just straight up forgot. At least that was the thought process of like Yugi Muto's and kinda Joey. Kinda. The only thing I forgot to take out was like Ash Blossom. Just thinking about it, Joey would not use Ash Blossom to save his life. He wouldn't even use Call by the Grave if I'm going completely honest with you. He would definitely use cards that he would think that are way good than they actually are, and just throw them in a deck. Not to mention just like maybe just go full throttle on like the whole on the whole Red Ice like archetype. Considering that he thinks that that's the coolest card in the world, Yugs. I was like, alright, so right off the bat, this is already looking like a really good hand here. Like, this is amazing. Alright, so it was like, alright, so, you know, right off the bat, Illusion of Chaos. Absolutely just gonna go ahead and just Illusion of Chaos myself a Magician's Rod right off the bat. And I don't believe we're gonna need Super Poly. I was like, for this, because what we can do now is that we're gonna Magician's Rod, activate Magician's Rod, don't Ash Blossom, Our opponent might potentially be leaving. We're gonna get Magician's Navigation. We're gonna go ahead and activate Magician's Navigation. Come forth, Eternal Soul. Now then, we're gonna activate Soul Servant. It's like, and all we're basically doing here is just manifesting. It's like we're just manifesting destiny over here. Now we're gonna go ahead and activate Circle. And since we did that, we can now add Dark Magician. Dark Magician to our hand. Thank you. And I guess next turn we can do this. And now we just go ahead and tribute our Magician's Rod to special summon the one and only Silent Magician Girl. And the very reason I just decided to go ahead and I was just throw in Artemis here. Artemis helps. Also actually helps out recycle our Magician's Rod, which unlike Atem Yugi, we were unable to put her in there. But I feel like Yugi Muto, given how his Dark Magician deck is is vastly different compared to the Atems, in his own way, I think he would absolutely have room to put Artemis in there. It's too much of an important card. And I think our opponent is going to leave us now since oh no, he's playing Black Wings. Okay, this might end up being a Harper. Thank you for the follow on Twitter. I'm getting a lot of notifications on my phone. Alright, anyway, how does this work? Once per turn, during another turn, you can activate, you can negate the... Okay, so I'm just negating here. I'm just gonna go ahead and negate the activation here. No Black Whirlwind for you. And we still have our Eternal Soul, which is very handy. Goodbye. Anything else you want to throw at me? Anything else whatsoever? What does that do? Okay, during the damage step, when a Blackwing monster battles a quick effect, you can send this hand to the graveyard. That monster gains 4. I'm gonna assume you just wasted your normal summon, so I'm just gonna... Here's to assume that you don't have Gale in your hand in any way, shape, or form, so, Dark Magician! I was like, Dark Magician! Sorry, I had to use the Yugi Muto voice. Banish! And now, just to be... It's like, and now. Do I use Rod here? Do I just go ahead and use Rod? I mean, I get... If I would have used Rod there, that would attribute Dark Magician, or Silent Magician Girl. I would attribute the Dark Magician, get the Rod back in my hand. Next turn, I would have gotten the dud draw, which was Chaos. I can't think of that card. Chaos, whatever. And as I search out another card, I could have done a whole lot of plays there. I was hesitant mainly because I didn't know what he had in his hand. For all I know, he could have been a Blackwing player and he bricked. Blackwing decks are pretty strong. Alright, as of any synchro deck, Arch. It's like resonators, jung synchrons, or synchrons in general, and black wings. Yeah, no, any type of synchro deck has potential of being broken. It just requires a lot of setup. And it appears to me I'm going second. Okay. Now, I already don't remember I don't believe I put Max C in this deck. And that's the one big difference here. Ooh. I was like, ooh. So far, the consistency with Silent Magician is on point. Also, I was like, side note, do you guys prefer Dark Magician Girl or Silent Magician? First, I was like, let me just tell you, those hips don't lie. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, the cold concept. Oh wait, what is the Joker's Knight? Hey, no way! It feels like I'm dueling against the Pharaoh himself. Oh wait, is he gonna get out Slifer? Oh, maybe he doesn't have Slifer in his hand. Not, at least not just yet. Like maybe potentially he doesn't. Oh, there's King's Knight. What is he gonna do? He's gonna special summon Queen's Knight? Oh no, Jack's Knight. Okay, he has 3 monsters on the field. Fire Flint Lady. Special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's another card special summon from. That's like from the hand. Do you have Slifer? Do you possibly have Slifer? Because this is basically the built-in deck for Slifer. So this might be interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen here personally. He might just tribute for Slifer. Like I might have a uphill battle. What is this? Royal Straight. So, wait, what does this do? Send 1 Queen's Eye Jack, blah blah blah. So special summon 1 monster from your hand, deck, extra deck, or graveyard that matches all of Queen's Knight to. Oh. Arcana Knight Joker. I was like, okay, Arcana Knight Joker, ladies and gentlemen. What does this guy do? A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above materials once per turn when a spell/trap card or monster effect is activated that targets this face-up card on field quick effect. You this card the same type of card, monster, spell, or trap, negate the effects. Okay, well, what are we dealing with here? Light and fire. Okay, so I can't actually use Super Poly, which sucks. But what I can do, well, shit, actually. Magician Girl monster from your deck to your hand. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this card, or targets this card. Instead, you can change this card's battle position. If you do, special summon 1 Magician Girl monster from your deck instead bury Magician Girl. That? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna Magician's Rod first. I was like, first and foremost. We're gonna activate Magician's Rod. We're gonna go ahead. Do I have Circle? I don't even have Circle. Okay, so we're gonna. So we're gonna circle. That's like we're gonna circle right off the bat. Now, tributing right off the bat. It's like we're gonna tribute right off the bat to get her on the field. And for some god unknown reason, that is not enough attack. But it's fine. I'm gonna tell you why it's fine. Because I have a little something called Super Poly. It's quite unfortunate we're wasting the little Bay herself for a freaking mud dragon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, if there was another way I would have used it. I'm sorry. Okay, well, anyway, on the bright side, we can still go into Magician's, what's that, Magical Circle, and we can go in, well, that, we can go into this. We can absolutely go into this. None of this matters, by the way. But we can do this now. Now, I believe this only search... Yeah, this only searches monsters. Might as well get Dark Magician Girl out on... Let's like out on the field. And we're just gonna go ahead and, get this guy. Let's like out of our hand. Now we're just gonna go ahead and battle. So, not the greatest hand, not the greatest follow-up in history, but hey, you know, at least we got rid of his strong-ass monster. On the bright side. So, Mud Dragon made an appearance. Woohoo! Kill me. Yes. Yes. So far, you know, it's like, this boy, Yugi Muto, still has some good old tricks up his sleeve. The Pharaoh didn't hold all the talent here. In truth, you're facing the actual king of games. Okay, now what are you gonna do? I slightly know this deck to a certain extent. Joker's Knight and this is basically like flushing out your kings, your queens, your jacks. You know, I'm just gonna activate this now, just so this doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. It's just all dark monsters can't. It's like they're just unaffected and whatnot. This doesn't really help me. I just really do this. I just did it so just stop asking me. Alright, now what? I was like, alright, now what are you gonna do? You're gonna go ahead and just gonna go ahead and battle. Okay, you know what? That's easy. That is actually easy. I'm okay with that. You fool. I was like, you fool. I am okay with that. Alright. Alrighty. Draw. Man, suddenly this feels like a repeat from last VOD. I just keep drawing this card. Okay. I was like, alright, whatever. Illusion of Chaos. What'd that do? Court of Cards. Use the effect with select. Banish up to one each. I'm sorry, what are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Cold concept. What are you doing? I didn't read that. Okay, so you decided to banish a lot of your cards. What do you... Oh, you're drawing. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Well, at least I know what... It's like, I guess you're drawing now. Alright, let's get rid of this card, please. Thank you. This would give me a good draw and help me get out. This might be a better play now that I think about it. Yeah, this is a better play. This is at the end of the day, it's a much better play. I'll go ahead and use Magician's Rod to go ahead. I was like to go ahead and get me this here card. Thank you. And now we can go ahead and just activate this. I was like this card instead of just actively just getting Eternal Soul. The only reason I did this just so it helped like thin the deck just a little. I was like just a bit more. Then we're just gonna go ahead and link someone into. I was like an Artemis just to recycle our Magician's Rod. And we're just gonna go ahead and end our turn. Nice. Alright. I was like, alrighty. Now, you drew some cards. I'm aware of this. What do you possibly have? I hope it's something good. Honestly, personally, I hope it's... For your sake, I hope it's good. Good. I personally think I hope he just breaks, if I'm going to be completely frank with you. What is this? You're going to banish more... I was like, yeah, you're going to end up banishing more cards so you can draw, you know, more. Yep. Okay, yeah, banish more of those cards. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait for now. Damn, you know... See, I know what this deck is capable of, and he's capable of literally summoning Slifer the Sky Dragon. As far as I'm aware, he's waiting for an opportune moment. There's another Joker's Knight. What did he just send? Okay, so now he has basically 4,000 damage on the field. Outside field at the moment. For now, at least. You know what I mean. For now, at least. Oh, wow, that's it? You know, I know she's gonna die. I was like, I know she's gonna straight up just... I was like, just be no more, but just hear me out. Just hear me out. There's a whole lot of no in order. Now I think it would be in my best interest to get rid of this. Like, these are just fodder. Oh, I was like, at this point, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna get rid of this face down. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and tribute Artemis. Artemis pretty much served her purpose there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give me back my Magician's Rod if you don't mind. Now, what was that? Imperm? Well, good. Yes. You weren't expecting Dark Magician now, were ya? Tee-hee-hee. Tee-hee. Yes. Alright. Alright, but now it's... I was like, now it seems to me we can just go ahead and go into the Dark Magician play, if I do say so myself. The Dark Magician Girl play. What is that? I was like, wow, what is that face down? What could possibly be that? Whoa! Oh. Oh. I see. Oh, I see. So you're... Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. Thank goodness. That really screwed me. Oh. Let's hope it doesn't go unstable again, because I swear to God. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it's unstable. Oh wait, no, it's stable now. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're good now. We're good. Please. Please. Bitrate. Bitrate, please. I don't want to yell. I don't want to piss off anyone, even though no matter what I do, they'll just end up being pissed off regardless. Someone is bound to be pissed off. But I will say, man, damn, this hand again. This hand again. Let me tell you, this. Wow. Wow, this hand again. Excuse me. Alright. Magician's Rod. Maybe in my best interest to actually have Magician's Soul in my hand rather than like Super Poly. Actually, no. No, what I said was false. Be more. I'm gonna. I'm gonna send Illusion of Chaos. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get a Magician. Magician's Rod! Pull up the rod! Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let me go ahead and do the thing. Nice. Now we got the thing. We got the thing unlocked. Alright, now, Soul Servant. We're gonna go ahead and get this. We're gonna activate Dark Magical Circle while we're at it. None of these actually matter, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Now we can activate Magician's Soul. And we're gonna send away our Dark Magician. Special summoning our Dark Magician. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and activate Soul Servant again. Just so we can have a bit more cards at our disposal. That works too, I guess. Okay. Okay, now, of course, trip you out. I was like, we're gonna trip you out the rod. 2,000 attack is better than no. I was like, no attack. We're gonna cycle out our Dark Magician. I guess we'll set this. Lowering Magician and the Silent Magician's attack by now. And then we'll end our turn. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself another cough drop here. I've been going through this thing. I swear, I've been fine all day, and then for some reason the coughs feel like returning for no reason. I just don't get it. I bloody hell just don't get it. Thank goodness these cough drops actually taste good. I'm not eating them like candy, I swear. You're not supposed to do that anyway. Alright. So, the Clawless. What are you, a cat that was declawed? What are you playing? Hold on. What are you playing? What? White Princess? What does that do? Oh, Skull Servant. Gotcha. That's a problem. What's this card? Graveyard. This card card is normal or special summon, you can send one white from your deck to the graveyard. Quick effect, you can send this card from field to the graveyard. All monsters currently on the field lose attack equal to their own attack. Well, what kind of wind? You just happen to be a light, aren't you? You just happen to be a light. Well, you know what? I don't want the sudden advantage. You know, if you know what I mean. It's like, it's nothing personal. It's just, I just straight up don't like you. Sorry, but like Skull Servants, I don't trust. I quite frankly just straight up do not trust. So you can kindly get back. You can kindly get all the Sword of Banishment from you. I'm gonna go ahead and recycle out my Rod to tribute out my Dark Magician. And then you can just go. Back to 2000, baby. Let's go. Alright, now since you used up your own normal summon, I'm assuming that's this game. Or do you have something to special summon, perhaps? This is where I wait. Oh, no. I have a feeling in my soul that this is where I wait. Oh. No. No. Well, I was right. He had something to special summon. It's just not the way I was thinking personally. But no. Whoa! Okay. Okay. I guess he was mad about that one. I guess he was mad about that one. Okay. Could you imagine if I had, like, I was like, could you imagine if I had Silent Magician level 6 in my, in my deck? The only reason I don't is because there's a high probability chance that you can brick with that. And I was, even though you said it with like one copy, I feel in my soul that you can somehow brick with that. Like, I would just refuse to play it, and there's no reason to either. It's just, why would you even dare to in the first place? Even though the normal Silent Magician is just as good. It's just, there's no. Maybe I should play it, but then again, I don't want to. I honestly, I just sort of just don't want to. In my opinion, there's just no reason to. Now see, I have a 1 of this just to boost up my Silent Magician girl, but as you can clearly see, I don't have such luck. Ash Blossom. Wow, you know what? I have a backup plan. Darn good thing I had a backup plan, I do say. Okay. Now I guess this has to evolve around luck a little bit now, since we got Ash Blossomed. And it did not come through. Yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and make sure I get myself that Ash Blossom next turn. But I will say, this will help. This will absolutely help. in the long run. Artemis? And that's truly all I can do. Alright, now here's hoping I don't get OTK'd. Please do not OTK me, please. Like, I see the labyrinth picture. You kind of have like labyrinth-like sleeves, even though those aren't actually labyrinth sleeves. Just please think about the consequences. This is the first brick I had with a hand. Oh, it's even better. It's Sky Strikers. Even better. It's Sky Strikers. I'm so screwed. It's not looking too good for me. Now, what are you gonna bring out? This equipment. What Sky Striker could you possibly bring out? Is it gonna be the blue one or it was the green one? I stand corrected. Look, I know how Sky Strikers work. Okay, it's just. What did that do? Does that make you like attack directly? Have one face-up monster on the field that targets by card effects this turn, except its own. And if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, it cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Well, you have 2 spells, and it's your turn anyway, and it's not like I can do anything in my opening hand to begin with. So I have to ask. You have to ask yourself: was that through paranoia, or just caution? I forgot that one attacked directly. I did forget that one definitely was capable of attacking directly. I'm not entirely sure I like that, to be honest with you. I very much did not like that. I did not appreciate that. Now you have 3. Now you have exactly 3 spells in your graveyard. Oh no. You know, maybe just okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being a fool! Alright, my turn. Ash Blossom. Cool. Now I can Ash Blossom you back, if I so need to. Alright. Illusion of Chaos. It's like, Illusion of Chaos. I will go ahead and add Magician's Rod to my hand. And send away dark burning magic that I had in my hand. Now I'll go ahead and summon Magician's Rod, preparing me from doing such a. What do you have? There's no way. No, there's just no way. There's just no way he's this good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, well, fine. Fine, you know what? I have a backup plan. Just remember, you brought this upon yourself. You brought this upon yourself for so carelessly wasting that Ash Blossom. Unicorn! Yes. Now then. I mean, this is just situational anyway. I'm just gonna, yeah, just gonna get rid of that one. Return to the deck, fool. You think that monster scares me? Get out of my sight. Wait, why is this code? Every single time I battle that monster, in my head I think nothing bad is gonna surely happen. Check once. Graveyard. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just destroy this anyway, if you don't mind. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Why wouldn't I just go ahead and attack? Alright, main phase 2. What can I actually do? Nothing, huh? Okay, end my turn. Now, of course, Nightmare Unicorn is really just in here just because, you know, it's a fiend. And Yugi, as I pointed out, Yugi has used fiends in the past. So. Also, it's just a generic Link. It's one of the generic Link 3 monsters. What are you doing with this? Oh, Snatch Steal? Why can't oh. Oh, you can't Snatch Steal, but you sure as hell negated my, oh, you just made myself. I can Ash Blossom now, right? Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. No, sir. You are not allowed to do any more stuff. Not allowed to do some stuff here. Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. Absolutely not allowed. Unallowed whatsoever. Yeah, go ahead and place that face down. What you doing? Turn. You can turn one other card to your control. Battle? Main face. You were just stalling for real. You were just stalling. So once per turn, during the end phase, you can set Sky Striker spells with names from your graveyard up to the Sky Striker spell as you activate this turn. Well, this card was on the field, but banish them when they leave the field. Oh. Oh. That was just one. That is not something to be afraid of. Not a card I wanted. Fine, okay. Okay, I will... You know what, it's actually fine. You know what, that's totally fine. He couldn't do anything else It was like, he could not even do anything else anyway. Yeah, you know what? There should be a goal for me to get out Gandora. That should be the goal before I just decide to like move on ahead and just duel with the Joey deck. I think that's the goal here. So, you know, can we just... Because, you know, I intended this to be, like, a quick stream. You know, like... I was like, with, like, summoning Gandora. Even though I placed two of them in... I was like, in the deck, I'm not entirely sure... I'm not entirely sure if we're actually going to even get the chance. I spoke too soon. Oh, well, I guess I spoke too soon, but... Oh, wait, this is Clawless! So... We meet again, Clawless. Jackal. I was like, oh, you and your skull serving ass looking ass deck. Oh, how the tables have turned. Actually, I was like, little do you know, I have a little surprise waiting. I was like, waiting in store for you. Oh, that's all you can do? Oh, that's all you're gonna do? Okay, you know what? That's fine. That is fine by me. Magician's Salvation is I was like, it's fantastic. Oh, it is fantastic. You don't even know. Now see. Enough every hand by sending 2 other monsters from and a short field to the graveyard. Gains 300 attack for each banished card. Oh, so that's how that's gonna. So that's how this is gonna work, huh? Okay, well, before I even consider even summoning this monster, I should boost him up. I was like, this is gonna be like for a trump card, at best. So I'm just gonna go ahead and activate Magician's. That's like Magician's Salvation. And yes, I would like to set a card. I would absolutely set a card. Hey, could you just do me a favor and not, like, you know, have any sudden movements here? I'm just gonna go ahead and play my Magician's Rod. I'll go ahead and get Circle. You've seen this done before plenty of times, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh. I don't like any of these options. So I'm gonna have to do it like this. Yikes. Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'll do Artemis. Any target one summon monster in the graveyard, special summon monster, but banish it when it leaves the field. Sub card, okay. Do I just do this? Do I just do this? Oh, it has to be my monsters. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. Guess I'll end my turn. Alright, I was like, you know, Clawless. I was like, you know, Clawless, you're very lucky that I've bricked here. Now I have to pray that you've bricked. Significantly. But some people are gonna be like, man, if only you could play more of that Until Dawn. Listen, alright? I personally do not like horror games all that much. Seriously, I don't. Completely, I don't. No, for some reason, when it comes to like Until Dawn, I was like, Until Dawn, I just get paranoid as hell. If I'm gonna be real with you, it's like you know if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not that I'm paranoid. I think I'm just, like, scared that I might end up, like, moving the controller by accident every time, like, there's a don't move your controller scenes start to play out, and you have to, like, hold your controller very still. Like, I think that, I was like, so far I've been nailing that, I was like, nose parts, but there'll have to come a point where I was like, here's this, I was like, here's a big spoiler, alright, because, let's just say there's let's just say there's a certain, but, Is this a spoiler? I'm not gonna spoil anything like major that happens in the overall story. It's like obviously to people who haven't seen it, but let's just say there is gonna. I was like, there's gonna be a part where there's a lot of you not moving the controller, and that is something to be very wary. It's like something to be very wary of. Speaking of being wary, I'm gonna summon my chocolate magician girl. Now we'll go ahead and monster, draw one card. I guess I'll go ahead and yeah, I'll just do this. Draw a card. That's not bad, but it's not great either. Okay. I end my turn. Chocolate Magician Girl. What do you got for that, Clawless? What do you got? So far, no Skull Servants, or like the big Skull Servant that I am mostly familiar with. What's going on there? You can't explain. What's going on there? What? Oh, Graph. What is it? Yeah, Grapher, Dark Grapher. You can special summon this card from hand by discarding one level 5 or higher Dark Monster. Once per turn, you can discard one Dark Monster and send one Dark Monster from your deck to the graveyard. What'd you discard for that? What in the world did you possibly discard for that? Oh, now you can. Now you're gonna start discarding. Zombie Master. Even though you already have a Zombie Master on the field already. Okay. And oh, you become a Skull Servant in the graveyard. That's not good, Ed boy. Oh no! Now the regular Skull Servant, and all these monsters become Skull Servant, and I'll say most of these monsters become Skull Servant while in the grave. He's digging for his boss monster. I can already feel it. Yeah, and there's the boss monster I was afraid of. King of the Skull Servants. Now, oh wait, I don't have a wait. Oh no, I don't have a Dark Magician. I just realized. 3,000 attack. That is not good. Okay, so here's the hoping that he. Okay. I activate Chocolate Magician Girl's effect. I will special summon the Dark Magician Girl. Thoughts? You don't have a way to this. I was like, surely you don't have a way to negate this, Clawless. Surely. Surely you don't. Right? Right. Yes! Half your attack, you fool. And just to add insult to injury, I will play this. Eternal Soul! Now. It's like, now then, I'll go ahead and activate my Magician's Rod to tribute out my Chocolate Magician Girl. I was like, and add back my Magician's Rod. Now seems I have 2 of them. Oh, Call by the Great? Sure, you know what, I'm actually fine with that. Oh, wait. Yikes. Now I can't activate this card's effect again. That is not good. Ha! So it seems to me that you called off your attack. Very good. Stay. Alright, so... I really need a Dark Magician now. Oh, that's permanent now? Thank goodness. Draw. Yo, that is the best fucking card I could have gotten. Hey, let's go. That is the best card I could have asked for. Thank goodness. Alright, first... I was like, alright, first things first. Super Poly. I'm gonna go ahead and discard Silent Burning. I'm not having the greatest luck at getting... I was like, getting that, so, you know, you can go, and, you can go. Thank you. Don't bother coming back again. Alright, now then. I was like, alright, now then. What does this card do? Wait, what are you doing? Oh, okay, that card's back. Okay, that's fine. What is? Oh, I can add Silent Magician Girl. Oh, well, I didn't know that. Okay, well, okay, send her to the graveyard. Obviously, Garura. And I'll just go ahead and send... I'll just be a... I'll just be a... I'll just go ahead and send Dark Magician Girl out of the grave as well. The sun... to call forth Gandora! Now then... Oh, nice card. Gandora is... surprisingly weak. This is very unfortunate. Okay, well... I was like, okay, well, you know what? I guess Magician's Rod? I guess I'll go ahead and do Magician's Rod. Man, this Gandora sucks. This Gandora is surprisingly not great. I will admit this. A letdown. An absolute letdown. All things considered. Alright. Well, I can do Magician's Soul, at the very least. And I'll do this. Banish Magician's Soul. Oh, he gains attack by banishing. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Suddenly, that makes a lot more sense. Alright, well, Eternal Soul. Special Summon. Call forth the Dark Magician! Now I'll go ahead and banish your... Was that your freaking Lady in White? White? Sure. And that's not all. Since Dark Magician made an appearance, I get to target him. Special summoning my Dark Magician Girl! Sorry, my Dark Magician Girl! I need to remember I'm not the Pharaoh, but... I am the Pharaoh today. Thank you. Boosting up my Gandora. But that's not all. Oh, nay, that is not all. I tribute Magician's Rod to call forth my Silent Magician Girl. It was like, my Silent Magician. Now then, all the pieces are set. Hey yo, Clawless, I was like, hey yo, Clawless. I'm just gonna point out, I think that's the second time I beat your ass in a very satisfying way, and yet you didn't allow me to perform a satisfying conclusion. What the heck, man? What the heck? Alright, nonetheless, we summoned Gandora, we summoned the Magicians, we summoned Silent Magician. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. I think we're done with this deck. We can finally move on to Joey's deck at this point. Alright. Now, I think this... Alright, now this deck... I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. Like, the Dark Magician deck is pretty straightforward and can potentially be strong, and no matter what way you make it. This deck, on the other hand, I don't know. There's definitely no Ash Blossoms to save me this time around, let alone Call by the Graves. Honestly don't know if... I'm gonna be real with you, if all the character decks the characters modern decks I'm keeping. So far I'm keeping Yugi's. I'm probably keeping Gaiba's if I'm gonna be honest with you, because those are the ones I feel like were the best ones so far. Yugi Muto's, at first I wasn't gonna keep it, but after modifying it with just Dark Magician and the Dark Magician, and the Silent Magicians and the Magician's Girls, I'm more confident this one. I was in that one now. This one, I might not keep. For the simple reason. Ooh, it is cool that I've got Guilford the Lightning, though. That is nice. And Cards of the Red Stone. I put this one in here just because it's just extra draw power, and I think it's a very underutilized. It's a very underutilized card, because essentially this is a pot of greed. Send away a Red Eyes Black Dragon. I think a Red Eyes monster from my hand to the graveyard, and then draw 2 cards. And then you can send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. That last part is optional. Other than that, this is basically a pot of greed. In a sense. The sad part is, I don't really have a Red Eyes monster aside from Gearfried. Oh wait, yeah, it just says. Never mind. There's actually no problem whatsoever. What am I talking about? What is that? Flame Arbor Knit? Oh, I'm going up against ninjas. Okay, here's the thing. I have no issues now. Okay, no, it's still stable. Thank goodness. What's this suit? Ninjutsu Art Tool. Iron Dagger. Okay. Ooh, 2200. Red Eyes Fusion. Hey, look, there it is. There it is. Red Eyes Fusion. Oh. Okay. Okay, I can't activate this. Oh, someone level 7 Red Eyes monster. Okay, so it needs to be a level 7. Fuck. Okay, well, I can do this play at least. Yeah, it seems to be my only play. And I play here, unfortunately. I would not. I don't want to be my only play, but I don't have a choice. It's actually, I could just go into Red Eyes Fusion. Wait, what did that do? When a monster is special summon to your opponent's field, if you control a ninja monster, half the current attack of that special summon monsters. Dick! Okay, well, regardless, I can still do my play nonetheless. Strike the dragon. Now I can activate Black Metal's effect. That's gonna help me search out, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Like so. The great thing of this is that it helps search out any Red Eyes card. So, yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and banish this as well. And again, the very downside is that all of my attacks are gonna are just gonna be halved. I don't know how I'm gonna get over this. I'm gonna have to need some high-powered monster. Wait, what's this do? 600, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That is not enough. Alright, I was alright, well, no, it's not even worth it. Alright, Anaconda, you're our only hope. Tell me, can you have 500? Of course you can. That's a stupid question. Of course you can have 500, you idiot. You idiot. Alright, I will go ahead and add Red Eye's Insight to my hand. Now, I'll pay 2,000 of my life points to send away Red Eye's fusion. And I will special summon. And I will special summon Red Eye Slash Dragon. So, come, Phoenix Gearfried and Red Eye's Black Dragon. Send those puppies to the graveyard. Because why not? And there it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and activate Red Eye's Red Eye's Insight. I'll go ahead and send Red Eye's Archfiend of Lightning to the grave. And make okay, well this might be a better, actually no, I'm gonna do this as a backup play. I'll go ahead and set this. And now here's to hoping that this is just enough attack. This is a really stupid play, I feel like. Like, this might honestly just be a really stupid play. It was a stupid play. God damn it. I knew the math was off. God damn it. I knew the math was off. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, well. I should have, could have gone with the Red Eye's Fang with Chain. It would have been much simpler. It would have been easier too. This armor ninjutsu art, I was like, Rustmus is fucking me so far. It's crazy how this deck, how this solos my whole entire deck. Twilight Ninja. As in, Shingetsu. Okay, well, I'm about to take a bunch of damage now. This is not. This is not how this was supposed to go. It's just not how this was supposed to go. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Don't activate it just yet. Now see, the only bright side here is that this isn't game. This isn't game in any way, shape, or form. Unless he does some bullshit where he can special summon just one last monster, and then just try to attack me one more for game. But I don't believe that's gonna happen. Right. Okay. I'm safe. Alright, draw. Hey, there's that Red Eye's Fang with Chain that would have been helpful instead of this. But hey, you know, honestly, I'm glad I got it now, because here's the thing. Red Eye's Fusion. In any other circumstance, this will be a terrible play, but considering the circumstances, it's my only play. I'll go ahead and summon this. I'll go ahead and send. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and send you. And well, I guess Red Eye's Black Dragon. Come forth, meet your Black Comic Dragon! Now of course, I know how this works. I'm well aware I'm well aware how this works, but unfortunately for you, I can do this as well. I can absolutely just do this. I'll go ahead and send. I was like, here's my only play here. Now, regardless, I can do this. Let's see your opponent control. You cannot target face-up ninja monsters for attacks, except this one. Your opponent cannot target face-up ninja monsters with card effects, except this one. If this card is destroyed by balance, such as the graveyard, or this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect instead of the graveyard, add one ninja monster from your deck to the. I was like, to your hand, except okay. I was like, okay. So overall, it was better to just get rid of that. Okay. I was like, okay, so now my next play here is that I need to get rid of this. At the very least, I need to get rid of this. Or this. The problem is, I don't have a way to get rid of this back row. Yeah. Mine never really. I was like, I didn't treat Joey to a Harpy's Feather Duster. Believe it or not. This is not looking good for me. Also, my bitrate is unstable again. God damn it. Just, Why? Why can't you just be stable all the time? I mean, it says it's unstable here, but it says it's stable on the other. Oh shit, it's still my turn. Okay, well, whatever. I end my turn. Unfortunately, that's all I can do. And another thing is, even though if this card gets destroyed, I could still be able to, actually, why isn't Return to Red Eyes? Yeah, if you control a Red Eyes monster, which I do, target one normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. My Geminis should count as normal monsters. This doesn't make any sense. What the hell? Just what the hell? The hell are you talking about? Also, why are you losing connection over here? Don't tell me you're leaving. Okay, he's not leaving. Never mind. He just has poor signal, which is fine. Oh, now I can activate this. Okay, well, before you do any other shenanigans, let me just do this. And I'm also gonna go ahead and do this, if you don't mind. Por favor. Yes, there we go. Now we're cooking here. Now we're actually cooking. Come forth! Red Eyes, Archfiend of Lightning! Oh, is that not affected by the thing? That's nice. I was about to say, is that just not affected by the trap card? Alright, no, it's in the middle of a chain, so it might just start a whole new chain altogether. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen here. But you know what? This is checkmate, right? I was like, right here, baby. This is just checkmate. Or at least it's not checkmate. If anything, I would consider this him being in check. Yep, okay, now the whole new chain happens. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and yoink your monster, if that's okay with you. Yoink! Ow. Alright, so what is this? Oh, armored ninja. Armored ninja. Okay, so this card is special summon. Banish one of ninja monster card from damage. Oh. 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 I think at this point in time, I might be dead. Yeah, I'll think I'm dead. Or I think I might be dead here. Okay. Alright, draw. That might actually help me here. But that might actually help me here. Are you gonna do something here? Okay, cool. Cool. Cool, okay, okay, I lied. That does not help me here. But, okay, so you do need to banish it from the graveyard in order to get back one of your, Red Eyes fusions. Good to know. And I can't activate it. Because of course I can't. I can't do anything. Yeah, I straight up can't do anything. Okay, I'm cooked. There we go. I couldn't do anything here. Okay. Okay, see, this was just the... Okay, so, like, this is, like, the fear. You know that confidence I had with, like... I was, like, with this deck beforehand, you know, before I even, like, even dueled with the Yugi Muto deck. I was like, that confidence with this deck is now gone. Alright, I don't have any confidence with this deck anymore. Not in any way, shape, or form. Not as... Anyway, what do we got here? We have okay, so we have Max C. That's cool. That is in fact cool, and we are in fact going first, which is also which is equally as good. So, how are we gonna do this? Okay, so we need. All right, so what card? We're just gonna go ahead and send to the graveyard. I'm thinking this. Plain and simple. If he doesn't ash this. By the way, so like, if you're wondering why I was quiet that whole time, that was my roommate. My roommate just for some reason likes to barge into to my room, which I need to keep quiet now. Apparently. He just simply likes to barge into my room unannounced. I had to mute my mic. Literally had to tip the mic over while I was in the midst of muting it. Which, by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and get Red Eyes Fusion for this. And and sure enough, he just simply does not understand the concept of it's just irritating, okay? It's just slightly irritating. But it's understandable, it's reasonable, but it's also... Why? I don't know. Maybe I'm the dick. Maybe at the end of the day, I'm actually the dick. I was like, I decided to stream on freaking Thursday. You know, I'm not even gonna finish that. Okay? It's just my I was like, it's just my personal thoughts, okay? It's a little bit annoying. Just everyday annoying. Just an everyday annoyance that I actually deal with on a daily basis for the most part. But I was like, but you know what? That's just real life stuff. We're not here. I was like, we're not here to talk about real life stuff. We're here to talk about how I'm getting impermed this instant. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to, like... I was like, that's just straight up not gonna happen. Okay, imperm practically cripples me all... I was like, cripples me altogether, so... Yeah, this is exactly what I was afraid of. With just using a generic Red Eyes deck. There's just no substance to it whatsoever. I was like, this is why I feel like this deck needs, like, Dragoon to come back. I was like, because the deck itself falls apart no matter what way you make it. You guys remember my Red Eyes Kashtira? I was like, yeah, let's just say there's a reason why the Kashtira part was heavily needed. And you know what, surprisingly enough, it has really good symmetry with the... Okay. And I'm just gonna go ahead and surrender. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm curious. What can be done here? I'm actually curious what we can do here. I guess knowing full well, is he thinking or is he leaving? I honestly can't tell. I guess I could... Oh, it is... Speaking of Kashtira, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy how Fenrir actually I was like, practically solos a whole deck. You know, I'm calling it right now. Fenrir is gonna get limited to one. I feel like Konami was, like, smart to a certain extent. Actually, maybe this isn't a surely this isn't, like... This might not possibly be a Kashtira deck, after all. This might just be someone running Fenrir in their deck. Which... You know, thinking about it, would Joey run Fenrir now to think about it? I feel like he would only run Fenrir mainly because it's psychic, and that's the only reason. And also, I think he called up his buddy Asperoba being like, hey, you want any psychic monsters that are better than Genzo? Have you tried Fenrir? I don't know what Asperoba sounds like, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and activate Time Wizard. Because at this point, I don't have anything else to lose. And this is truly a Joey moment right here, so here's the call. I'm gonna call it right now and say it's heads. Please tell me it's heads. Yo! Alright, dope. Dope. Okay. Time Wizard! Time Wizard, go! Yeah! The power of Joey. The power of Joey's too strong. I was like, Batsoi. I was like, how do you say your name? Batso. It is a Kashtira deck. Okay, we can confirm that it is in fact a Kashtira deck. But hey, you know what? That time roulette, that was fun when that lasted. That was fun when it lasted. Yeah, that's a lot of level 7 monsters, isn't it? not the longest level 7 monsters. I don't think I'm surviving. I honestly don't think I'm surviving anytime soon with this one. Oh wait, what the? Galaxy Tomahawk? Oh. Okay, I remember why this card was banned in the TCG now. I remember now. If he really wanted to, he could have ended this shit way early. Okay, why would you... Okay, Masquerena, why? Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. I get it. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. Just performing some link plays, I see. What are you gonna do? You gonna go into a Link 4 now? No, a Link 6. Oh, even better. Go beyond God, I see. Well, you didn't have to do him like that. You most certainly didn't have to do him like that now. I'm... Wait. Wait, what? Oh, Red Ice Fusion. Good. Oh, good. A Red Ice Fusion. That's neat. Why couldn't this attack me? You can control all the blood, attack with this card, it costs 1,000. Then times the number of the link materials used for its link summon, unaffected by the card's effects. Once per turn, you can target one other monster on the field, destroy it. You do special summon. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Red Ice Fusion because I truly have nothing to lose at this point. And you know, I'm gonna say it, Cash to your preparations is very unnecessary at this point. Like, it's straight up just not necessary. Okay, well, I send you. I'm gonna send one of you just to be smart about this. Somewhat smart. Like, I don't know what you want from me at this point. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you want from me at this point. Seriously. There's really nothing I can do here. I was like, quite frankly. I mean, boom. I'll send this one as well. Take 1,000 damage. And, yeah, catch. Yeah, that's the banish face down. Yeah, I think to soul, as I truly serve the point, I'm gonna try one more time with this deck, and then I'm gonna end the stream because I really don't feel like getting yelled. I was like yelled at. We all know how animated my voice can get, and if I had a camera on, it'd be priceless at this point. But I was like, yeah, I was just gonna see how this duel plays out. Yeah, this is not gonna go so well. Okay. I was like, okay, well, actually, now that I think about it, now that I truly think about it, okay, send one level 5 or higher normal monster from hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card from... Does this mean this? I mean, sure, there's no scenario where... Oh, it's just Red Ice, never mind. It's just flat out. I was like flat out Red Ice at that point. It's fine. So what you gonna do now? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, well, Red Eye's Insight, I guess. I'll go ahead and send away Red Eye's Archfiend. There's no point of even getting Red Eye's Fusion, because there's just no point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get Fang. Red Eye's Fang with Chain. And I'm gonna set all of these cards and hope for the best. So I have a combo plan here. It's not a good one, but it's truly it's the best I can do, considering that this man is playing Bestials of all things, and if this deck wasn't already weak enough, Red Eye's Black Dragon is in fact a dark monster. Oh, quick launch. Okay, well, I can do this. And yes, I would like to use the effect now. I would absolutely love to use the effect now. Please and thank you. Don't activate the other cards, please. Alright, come forth! Now, what's this card use? Oh, it's special summoning a rocket monster from the deck. Okay. Rocket Tracer. This is suddenly... I'm suddenly thinking that maybe this is possibly a Link Dragon deck. I'm getting the vibe that this might be a Link Dragon deck. Yep, Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon's gonna use its effect. Okay. Now, do I use the effect that was... You can add one... Drink a new spell slash trap. One... Yeah! I think at this point in time, I'm gonna go ahead and, equip it onto you. And equip this onto, you. This might be a really dumb move. I just don't want him to have any sort of, like, resource on the field. Because I'm sure Dragon Refusion is going to give him, like, another monster, and he was, like, going to start doing some Link plays there. Or maybe I might have possibly stopped his... as I stopped him in his tracks. Okay, so he's discarding. Send one Dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard. Okay. So what did you just send? Wait, you just... Okay, so you just... You discarded Triple Tactics talent. Okay. And you sent... Bat Dragon. Which gives you another Rocket Tracer. Okay. Ah! The other field spell. Yes. Of course, the other field spell. Special summon up to 2 rocket. Yeah, I should have known. I should have known this was a horrible. I should have known this was a horrible attack. This was a horrible target. Because since he's getting 2 rocket dragons out, he's gonna link up a storm into like an even better dragon, and he's gonna obliterate my field. I'm over. It's like it feels like I'm over here just playing. I was like playing like just OG Yu-Gi-Oh! While he's over here actually playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And the deck that I made is because I ran out of realm. It's a good thing that card was worthless anyway. Thanks. See, this would be a good target. Oh wait, but it can't attack. Yeah, it can't attack anymore, so never mind. He's gonna make like a link 3. He's gonna make like a link 3 monster, isn't he? I don't know, he's gonna leave it as is. Hey, it would do me a... It would do... No way. Oh, no way. Hey, can I replay this player? Please, come on, replay the player. Thank you. Oh. Oh. You're telling me Oh, wait, I can use his effect now. Okay, so this is actually... This is way better. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate... I'm gonna go ahead and waste my normal summon. Following real quick. You following? You following? Now I get to destroy all your monsters! I say in a very quiet voice. Say goodbye to all your monsters. You fool. Go ahead. Give it on. Yeah. I'm gonna activate black metal. And get out of here. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. I was like, alright. I was like, alright. That's gonna be the end. Alright. That's the end. That is the end. Alright. Now, as promised, at the end of this VOD, let me just explain to you what this was. In case anyone new I was like new to the stream or anything. Those who have the VOD channel, a quick reminder. This is all this is for people watching this on the VOD channel. It's just a quick reminder. So I was like, so this was just meant to be modern decks that the characters from the anime show, in this case the OG series, would build. Alright? And last VOD I made a modern deck for Kaiba, and I made a modern deck for Tem. For Yugi, aka Atem. This time I made a modern deck for Yugi Muto, which we in fact recreated, because the build I had before was not great. And for Joey, which was really not great, let me just go into this and go ahead and explain. Alright, so I was like, alright, so this is Yugi Muto's modern deck. Now, I was like, now, Ashbla. I was like, now, of course, when we're thinking of Yugi Muto, we have to think him as a separate character and not like, the Pharaoh. I was like, not like the Pharaoh. When it comes to Yugi Muto, I basically took the mindset of what he played mostly in the dark side dimensions, sprinkled in with like what you would use with that kind of deck. Now, I was like, now, for the most part, I believe he successfully fit the theme of like spellcasters, and and I believe theme was a female. No, it was mostly spellcasters and warriors, and a little bit of rocks. Joey, I was like, Yugi Muto does play rock monsters as well. I was like, strangely enough, but this time around, I solely just like took the Dark Magician I was like element, and decided to like make. I was like I just took the Dark Magician element and just sprinkled in some like Dark Magician girls, because he would definitely play some Dark Magician girls in his mod. I was like in his modern deck. Basically like a different version of Dark. I was like of like Dark Magician, if you will, polar opposite of like. I was like of like a Tem. You definitely put. I was like, now I don't really care who you are. Some people argue that this Gandora is like. I was like, is like his boss monster or something. I was like, it's like his ace monster, and you'd be right. This like, when it comes to Yugi Muto, this is his actual ace monster compared to like the Dark Magician for. I was like for Tem. This is like. I was like, this is like his like second ace monster, if that. I was like, that makes sense. When it comes to either playing silent. I was like Silent Swordsman or Silent Magician, you'd probably play Silent Magician just so he can lock people out of like using spells for the for the most part. And as for like the Dark Magician girl, I was like aspect, they are pretty powerful. They are pretty powerful, all things considered. Considering your opponent attacks into them, and we can have their attack points pretty easily. Now. I was like, now, I didn't include Max C, because when it comes to Yugi, I don't remember him actually seeing Yugi Muto as a character play any sort of like Max C or draw cards in general. But I feel like, considering that he knows quite a bit of the game, he would in fact, he would, without a doubt, use Ash Blossom at his disposal. And considering I feel like that he shared a body with like a Tem, this man is no stranger to hand traps in my personal opinion. That being said, with Gandora, I might trade. I kind of want to take out this Gandora and just take out like at least take out one of these and just add in like OG Gandora, like. I was like this one. And what's this do? Cannot be special on pay half. Cannot be special summon. Okay, so this is literally just a card that needs to be tribute summoned. Oh, okay then. One force to as many cards as possible. Alright, if you do, banish them. This card gains 300 attack for each card destroyed this way. Must return during your end phase. This card is normal or flip summon this turn, send it to the graveyard. Okay. I was like, okay, yeah, so like this is still by all means like the slightly better version to it. I was like, to a certain degree, but hey, it's I was like, I take it back. Don't add the normal version of this. I put in 2 of these just because, you know, it's Yugi Muto, and by all means technically this is like his ace. As like his ace monster, so I was like, and it's a nice, good, quick way to get monsters out. I was like, get a monster out on the field last minute. Now, I was like, now considering that this is in fact Yugi Muto, I was like, this is in fact like, you know, considering that this is in fact Yugi, I was like Yugi Muto. And he has shared a body with a Tem. I'm gonna say just like a Tem, he would absolutely play Super Polymerization to help get out like his other monsters. And we all, like I said, we all know that considering that they share the same body, he has in fact played some ugly monsters that make no sense in the deck whatsoever. So of course, he's playing Mud Dragon. An ugly fucking monster that also helps protect most of his dark monsters. And Garura, not only does the fact that it helps him draw a card, but like I said before in the last VOD, it reminds me of Chimera, the Flying Mythical Dragon. flying mythical beast, which Yugi did in fact use a couple times throughout the series. So yeah, the Dark Magicians are a no-brainer, because Dark Magicians, he would in fact use Quantent Magician, for the simple reason that it is completely different, unlike Atem. And Atem using this is basically like his substitute for like the Dragon for like the Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, Chaos Angel, because he also plays Fiends, even though I don't see us actually summoning this guy out in any way, shape, or form. Unless 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, I guess if I'm that way. But there's like, but you don't really need a tuner. We don't really need a tuner now that I think about it, because you can just summon itself with like Silent Magician and Dark Magician if you really want. If you really wanted to, because it doesn't require a tuner. Guy, he would in fact play this simply because he likes Gaia. He likes Gaia. Plus, it's a nice staple. And the only reason that he has Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon is because it's his literal best friend. I don't see him play. Playing this. If he had the option to get, somehow get both of his Dark Magicians in, onto on the field, he would either go into this or this. Maybe this, because it's unaffected, but it can still be destroyed by battle. Actually, no. It cannot be destroyed by card effects as material. Well, it has material, but it can in fact get destroyed by battle, so. And, a little burn damage goes a long way as well. Now, of course, just like the Pharaoh, some of these staples are correct. Are literally just the same. He would use this to cycle out his Dark Magician. Link Kuribo, he used OG Kuribo, so it only makes sense that he uses the modern day version. The modern day best way to use a Kuribo, and that's with Link Kuribo, which you can actually use with Magician's Soul if necessary, really necessary. Or the only difference is, he would also use Artemis to switch out his Magician's Rod, and Atem didn't use it because he didn't have any room, so I'm gonna say Yugi Muto he definitely uses Artemis in his modern deck, and considering with Masquerena and Dark Charmer, he could get out his bigger Link monsters. Nightmare Unicorn, just another fiend for him to use. Mech Knight, again, another Joey card, but he would definitely use this because of because he looks like a warrior, and this is definitely a Yugi card at the end of the day, rather if it is a Tem or a Yugi Muto. Alright. Alright. Other than that, I'm quite proud of this version. Instead of the Gaia the Fierce Knight abomination that I was going with initially. Part of me was well, Gaia and Dark Magician worked pretty well in Duel Links. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work here. Turns out there's a big difference between that. You gotta have to understand that Duel Links is a completely different game altogether, and it's not that great a game to begin with, if I'm gonna be completely frank with you. So, yeah. Now onto the worst deck of all. Probably the worst deck out of all four of them, which obviously needs a lot of tuning, and I took this way too literal. I was literal from the beginning. So, as Joey, let's be honest, Joey's an idiot. Alright, at the end of the day, Joey is in fact an idiot. All things considered. His mindset would be oh, you're telling me there's a whole archetype for my Red Eyes Black Dragon? Now you could I was like, now you could argue that he would use a version of warriors and some warrior archetype with with a splash of like the red eyes archetype all together. No, let's be honest here. Joey would absolutely just make a full-on red eyes deck in the worst way possible. and somehow make it work at the end of the day. Instead of making 40, making exactly 40 cards, he made it 42 instead of. You just throw in Time Wizard in there just because he thinks it's the greatest board wipe of all time. The only reason he's playing Max C is because Yugi convinced him to. Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight, not only did he use Gearfried is one of his main monsters, but since there's a Red Eyes variant of it, it was why not just use this? It has good symmetry with a good Red Eyes fusion, which is Red Eyes / Dragon. In this case, and of course, considering that the good old Joey is in fact an idiot, he would use Geminis, which is exactly why these guys are here. Oh, and Phoenix Gearfried as well. All right. Again, Gearfried. He did use Gearfried, and he is a warrior. Joey is known using warriors, which is why our reinforcement in the army is in fact here. But here's the thing about Geminis: they're unable to use their effects unless you tribute them, or you special summon them with the turn of the Red Eyes, and you wait a turn, and then next turn you clear your board out, which you clear their monsters out with Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning, or no other Red Eyes monsters can be destroyed by battle or card effects as long as this card is on the field, which is very powerful, all things considered. It's almost why would you even bother making this a Gemini when the deck needs something like that? Why? And and no, of course, it's just. Other than that, we have Lightning Storm. The thing about Joey is he doesn't. He would play cards that are good, but they're not really great. Lightning Storm is one of those examples that are real. That's good, but not really good, considering that this is not a good way to wipe someone else's field. The only way he could combo strat with his Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight, and he's also using Red Eyes Fang with Chain, but the same reason. The scanner is good but slow, which is why we're running only one. And on top of all of that, I'm honestly just gonna get rid of this card altogether. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Usually that'd be a good card, but we're playing 3 Red Eyes Black Dragons. Oh, at the end of the day, and it's not looking too great. And it was not looking too great to begin with. So, so there you have it. So, so there you have it. Now, as for the extra deck, yes, he would play the Time Wizard of tomorrow. Tomorrow, just because it has good synergy with Time Wizard, because it's Time Wizard plus 1 effect monster. Red Eyes Black Comet Dragon, Archfiend Black Skull, Dragon. Oh wait, actually I forgot to mention he would play 1 Magma Hunt, which I established that the bestial cards are more of Kaiba style. Joey would play it just because, just because Yugi would absolutely tell him to just, for the love of God, just put it in your, in your deck. It'll help search out I was like, search out your dragons. Please, just put it in the deck. And he's like, oh geez, use fine. Then we got Red Eye Soul over here. I was like to help you like special summon another monster. I was like dragon monster out on the field. And considering that we were talking about Joey Wheeler here, he would in fact play Guilford the Lightning, even though we have never ever succeeded in like pulling this guy off in this whole entire VOD. So yeah, that's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate there. Now, now of course, yes, considering this is a Red Eye deck, he would definitely play 2 of these just because he thinks it's like the greatest card in the world. Striker Dragon to help pull off the combo with like Anaconda, because let's be real here, despite this being in my opinion, the coolest fusion art. The fusion art in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion, this card sucks. Okay, you definitely need like some form of like a build up, and that's with like Verte Anaconda. Hermetic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. It's good. It's good because we're dealing with dragons, and you know Joey. He used to be all about that flame swordsman, so why not just add the link count as like counterpart to this deck? And yeah, we established that this is more of a Joey card than probably Yugi, both Yugis. So yeah, this is atrocious. I would destroy Joey if I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I would destroy Joey with my with version of my Red Eyes deck. Like this is kind of insulting to me if you ask. If you ask me, like Joey, I respect you to a certain degree, but come on. Ironically enough, this does look like it would win a couple. This does feel like suddenly this would win like a couple duels here and there, but my only gripe is I feel like he doesn't need Phoenix Gearfried. If I had it my way, yeah, if I just had it my way, I would put in yeah, no, if I had it my way, there we go. A third Red Eye Spirit, simply because he needs it. He flat out needs it. I strongly advise you use it. These are like the only 2 Gemini monsters I feel like. And I'm not even saying that as me. I feel like Yugi Muto himself would be like, just use 3 Red Eye Spirits. Please. And he's like, well geez, use alright. I'll play 3 of them. Damn. Anyway. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of this VOD. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow. Not back tomorrow. No, what am I talking about? I'm thinking this is Monday already. No, I'll be back Monday. Don't worry about it. Usual Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Monday. Gonna be something different. I'm telling ya. And then some Until Dawn later. Yeah. Alright, I'm out. See you Monday.